My name is Madison Gregory and this is Brock Cleary. Today we will be doing a Q&A with you, our audience, to help you better understand how to reduce your plastic use in a way that is going to benefit our ocean life.
Plastic use is a huge problem all over the world. It is coming to the point where people are getting angry and refusing to use anything plastic.
Today we are going to be talking about 3 ways to reduce plastic use in your communities.
Question 1 is, should you use single-use plastics?
The answer to that is no. You should not use single-use plastics. Single-use plastics are items such as plastic bags, plastic straws, and plastic utensils.
Question number 2 is, why are beach cleanups important?
Beach cleanups are very important because throwing trash into the oceans can also be known as pollution. When trash gets into the oceans, animals can easily mistake the trash for a certain food source. Examples of animals like this include sea turtles.
Question 3, should you ever put plastic bags or plastic wrap, plastic cups, dishware, straws, food or food-related paper, such as paper cups, styrofoam, paper tissues, clothing, wood, tubes, furniture, batteries, wires, electronics, garden hoses, prescription bottles, or needles in a recycling bin?
The answer to this is no. You should call your city and ask how to properly dispose of items such as these.
Is everything recyclable?
Actually, this is a very commonly asked question, and the answer is no. Not everything is recyclable. For example, a piñata, even though it is made of paper, is not recyclable. It is advised that if you can reuse it, though, you should.
Well, what do you do if an item is not reusable?
If an item is not reusable, throw it out. The saying is, when in doubt, throw it out. If you're not sure if it's recyclable, throw it in the trash. And just remember to recycle the obvious things such as metal cans, plastic bottles and jugs, and clean paper and cardboard.
Question number 6 is, what are society-wide standardized labels?
Society-wide standardized labels make it possible for everyone to start recycling the right way. The society-wide standardized labels are the #1 solution to fix recycling in the United States.
Okay, that's an easy one. So, should you recycle?
Yes, you should always recycle. Some examples of items that can be recycled include all empty metal food and beverage cans, all empty plastic bottles and jugs, and all clean office paper, newspaper, and cleaned and flattened cardboard. Also, make sure to put them in the appropriate recycling bin.
Man, we are halfway done. Seems like you really understand recycling and the benefits it will have on the ocean life.
Well, recycling is the best way to start if you want to prevent trash from taking over our oceans.
Okay, so question number 8. Are glass bottles and jars recyclable?
This is actually a very tricky question. Please verify if glass bottles and jars are recyclable in your community. Sadly, many communities and recycle programs are starting to reject glass jars and glass bottles.
Okay, my question 9 is, what is plastic pollution?
Plastic pollution is one of the greatest threats to ocean health worldwide. With skyrocketing plastic production, low levels of recycling, and poor waste management, between 12 million metric tons of plastic enter the ocean every year, enough to cover every foot of coastline on the planet. And that amount is expected to more than double in the next 10 years. Just let that sink in for a moment.
Wow. Question number 10. What does plastic pollution specifically impact in the ocean?
In the ocean, plastic pollution specifically impacts sea turtles, whales, seabirds, fish, coral reefs, and countless other marine species and habitats. In fact, scientists estimate that more than half of the world's sea turtles and nearly every seabird on Earth have eaten plastic in their lifetimes. Plastic pollution also mars otherwise beautiful beaches, coastlines, and snorkel and dive sites worldwide.
Okay, this is the last question, I promise. Why is plastic pollution such a problem?
Plastic pollution is such a problem because it doesn't go away. plastics are forever. Instead, plastic debris simply break down into even smaller particles, known as microplastics, whose environmental impacts are still being determined at this time.
So as you can see, reducing your use of single plastics and regular beach cleanups are a good way to help the problem of plastics in the ocean, but they aren't a permanent solution.
Recycling could become a permanent solution. Recycling won't just temporarily fix the problem. If done enough, it will become a solution. It may not fix it entirely, but we have to start somewhere.
Okay, I lied. I have one more question. How does this play a role in biology?
That's actually a great last question. So just think about marine biology. Marine biology is the study of marine life, also known as organisms living in the sea. 800 species worldwide are being affected by pollution in our oceans. Marine biologists can't quite study animals and their environments if the animals are all dying off and the environment is filled with pollution.
You make a great point. We hope you understand more about the impact that we have on our oceans. We ourselves are the problem and the solution.
And just remember, recycling doesn't work if people don't do it, so make sure that you always recycle.